Not at all. And G2 actually had 3 players in that spot. It's Jax. Next up, confirming things here. A display of skill at close range proximity. We are going to have just PT50s. No one going down there. They might have cancelled it just as I was saying that, but it didn't look like it was getting planted.
Ooh, that one there. And it was another B finish for Astralis. So
yeah.
They feigned the default. They feigned some presence. G2 took information. The information at the time was good. They pushed, and as soon as Glaive gets that kill onto Hunter, I believe it was, that was basically the round done and dusted. You can see G2, they were thrown for a bit of a loop. Now they're just down to pistols. This is when Astralis can start asserting some dominance here, and they can now, on these low buy rounds, go pepper over towards A. Keep the A defense honest. Say, look, we can go to this side of the map. You need to consider that when we get the guns back out. Zipback's dealing with the boost very nicely. It's up close with the 5-7. Amanek goes down. 2 openings. Nice and quick stuff from Astralis here. They're really putting their foot on the gas now.
Yeah, perfect flashbangs as well. Amanek, you're good for 2 there if you don't go and get a full white screen. Perfect weapon for that job as well. Close quarters, 1 click, 1 kill. Didn't even get a chance to see an opponent.
So coming to our logical conclusion of the round, Dupree will swing around and be greeted by 2, which will convert. Much better from Dupree here. Clinical finish, 4-3, they'll edge the lead, and the money is out of control. Jack says almost 10k here. And so suggests a double orb setup could be coming out. NES purchases the first, and Amanek and Jax both would like to experiment with the orb. It's Amanek mainly who insists on it on some maps.
Yeah, we've seen it on Mirage. It's one we've highlighted in the past. Train would be another one there. He's going with the Org. I like it. I hope we get to see more of the Org getting a bit of use. That hasn't been nerfed into oblivion. Actually seems relatively balanced for the price point and what it could do. Early Molotov comes on out. It hasn't landed, so
well, there it is.
The deeper one.
Just a nice and deep. So allows them to cross over, but denies access towards playground. Triple nades again. G2 haven't been caught off guard by that at all. Oh, what's going on?
What? Kenny, what? Kenny?
He wasn't flash. There's no flash assist.
He ran around the corner with his knife out. What just happened?
Well,
did you assume they were going B? I don't know. If we could maybe grab that.
I can do it on Skybox. Let me.
Yeah, if you grab it on Skybox, let's see what's going on there. That was peculiar, to say the very least. So Chad's going to work on that now. We'll get back to the round 4 and 4. Hunter heads up and completely flashed off. You can see Debris picking up the assist there. Certainly earned it. And there's 3 stacked in towards B, and this is like the first time they go A. Could be.
Yeah, it kind of hinges on what device reports. And, well, with frags like that from Jax, long range. 50 seconds, Magisk will continue to try and find a way into B. Zipex a duel with Jax. And he wins it so cleanly. That's lovely. So advantage Astralis into the site.
Please be careful here. Amanek still towards the barrels. Keeping his head down. Oh, Mages doesn't commit to the check. There it is. There's the kill. A double. Amanek pulls it off. He might have won the round single-handedly there.
Perfect bait. It looked great. Unfortunately, though, so does Device.
Very awkward for Device, and yeah, they shouldn't be committing to that. Should have just got out.
Kenny's done so much, he can do even more.
He really could.
Yeah, Astralis giving a bit too much away here, and this is turning into a bit of a mess.
He baited that info with just the door.
Yeah. He knows he's got such upper hand here as well.
There's a lot of Vox Emerald stickers on their AKs back.
I've noticed a lot of those.
They're rocking it on the red line.
It's
and
because the holo, I think, looks great with some of those skins.
And it's really expensive.
Yeah, and I think we saw some of them like $2,000 last week. Alex and I were doing some research in the sticker market. It's pretty crazy.
If you were a Reason Gaming fan back in 2014,
yeah,
you've got cash to splash today.
There's about 3 people I think who were Reason Gaming fans back in 2014.
So Zipex then, we know he's capable of it. and they are all not really responsible for long. Is this the best angle for it? Kenny, let's not forget, he has single-handedly won this round for G2 if they convert.
It is Zipex though with 100 HP. He gets the bomb down, there's no kits. And here we go, we're off. He's gonna get his first one. And I dare say he wins at this stage.
He's planted for bank, but he's playing from toilets. My brain...
He knows they've got no kits, right? So even if they touch the bomb, he's still going to have 10 seconds to operate. And even if they go for that, he actually likes it because it then becomes a 1v1.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
There's a smoke on the site on Kenny's body, though. They could pick that up.
What if they just hold it now?
They are.
10, 9, 8... He's still holding it.
So now...
You've lost the round. You've lost the round. He's got it, Jax! Was holding down that defuse for 10 seconds, and Zipex, that plant spot comes back to bite him. He had the confidence. Maybe if he gets that kill just a little cleaner on the first, he took a couple of extra seconds there.
I think people have identified against Zippy, just sit the defuse.
Hold the defuse, that's
Aminex
twice.
done it, and now Jax has done it. So they pulled that out of nowhere. This was all off the back of Kenny with some amazing shots there in connector. The third onto Device was fantastic. This one onto Glaive, well, he had already done more than he was asked for. And that's going to be round number 5 on the board for G2. So there's a chance they can bounce back into this. They can still win the half. We're going for the 4-man stack just to clear off towards the B site here. Device, well, he was spotted. It's a missed shot from Kenny. At least they know what they were up to. The CTs, they don't react and try and take any extra territory off of that, but at least they know where 4 players were and how far that they could be now.
I was interested to know what Device's smoke was up to, but I think it was actually a lineup just to extinguish the stop molly, just so that everything sounds as normal when there's 5 players invested into a boost.
Coming to the last few stages of this first half, flashover from G2 does lead the Mages to a double, and that could be their commitment towards B. Hunter will have to defend, and nothing he can really do about it, boys. Every chance, it looks like they're coming right back into the round. All of a sudden, multiple Astralis kills found, smokes down, Kenny S nullified, forgotten, and he'll just have to save his orb, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other option available for him. He's been cooked, he's been booked. Great work from Astralis again into that site. You can see the distribution of the rounds. It's just been a slew of T rounds paired together, 4, then 3. Intermittent CT success. You can see that defuse, that ninja defuse from Jax on a full eco essentially. Just that Kenny S 4K that did manage to be combined and paired with the ninja defuse to get the 5th. But once the weapons are back in, and so are Astralis back to their usual antics, it puts an 8th now on the board.
Alex, you're a pretty curious guy, right? So you want to see what's going on with that smoke? We're going to investigate that. Astralis just flexing right now. They're pushing their weight around on this map. They have a much more comfortable footing on it. They understand the rotations a lot better. This was once upon a time when they were at the height of their powers. Astralis' best map. This is the best team to touch the game right here. So they should be walking away with this one. I think they've mitigated any early issues. Aminex going to think better of hanging around.
Well, he's going to be funneling them in towards the B bomb site. Aegis will confirm the middle is completely clear and start to enter the connector. So will they be watching their back here? Apparently not. That's the bomb going down. Any chance they had of winning the round is completely being eradicated. As Kenny S will be left with the AK-47. 14-6 as he does a bit of wallbang damage as well. Just a matter of time before Kenny's removed. He might better get this kill. And down to 6. Suggests he probably won't now, as just waiting for this round to be concluded. And there we have it. Astralis just need 2 to find the 2-0 in total in this series. And even after the full eco, Kenny still only has 4,300. Really not looking great out there.
Yeah, again, it's been a tale of no orb for Kenny S. Same as Vertigo, but this time less about their economical decision-making, more just about the lead that Astralis have managed to build from that first half. Hasn't had been much time, really, for them to...
In my opinion, we shouldn't see anything more from G2. Looks like they've shrunk, they've been exposed. Vertigo, as Chad mentioned, was a must-win for them. They could have had a chance in the third, but Overpass was just going to be an incredibly tall order. They got the pistol, right? They got the 3-0 start. Yep. It's not like they got a rough one into this. They were given every opportunity and then couldn't hold on to it. Astralis, foot on the throat now, just looking to close this one out. As soon as they get 15, call it 100% done, but there will be a bit of over-aggression there as Dupree blasting towards connector will be going down.
We're going to get a lot of over-aggression here from Astralis. That's what I'm talking about with flexing right now, pushing around, understanding that they can take the fight to G2. They don't have to sit and play the fundamental Counter-Strike, and that's indicative when you see Dupree pushing connector, Device pushing backyard with an AWP in hand. You'll see a lot of these funky plays coming on out because it's going to be harder for G2 to deal with. Astralis are not playing as a way that they respect G2's overpass. They're making it janky. They're forcing them to have to double check and clear and run around and really question if they understand this map at the highest level.
Play seems prepared for this.
Yeah, and oh goodness. Jack, you got to know how to do that jump, my friend. Give it up. There it is, it's finally up. Don't sure why he went for on the third time. I'll really be honest with you there. After you failed it twice, probably let it go. But it will be another advantage for Astralis. 30 seconds remaining. The bomb's in bathrooms.
Yeah, they're just going to have to go towards A.
Yeah, with one smoke white spawn just thrown in. Hope for the best. In it goes.
They could plan after this.
They could. It does look positive.
They have no idea those players towards long. That's the issue. Slave in that spot. Although he's quite deep, it is going to be a bomb down.
Yeah, on towards Optimus, and nothing they can do to stop it. So that's step one. Unfortunately, they've lost Nexa, and Hunter in a prime position, but he's only going to have himself to rely upon. Device on for an ace already. 4 kills. Oh, he's already aware of it, or at least looking at it. He knows it's a possibility. He's going to check it with the Deagle, the ace from Device for round 15.
Just kind of summarizes what we've seen so far. G2 painted into a corner, looking at the floor, hoping no one checks them out, but Device, he'll just get an ace instead.
So just to paint the picture for what's on the line for everybody right here, this is the upper bracket. It's round 1 of the upper bracket. So we had FaZe versus NIP going down before this series. Had FaZe picking that one up 2-1. They are waiting in the upper bracket final for the winner of this game here, looking likely to be Astralis. That means for G2, if they do drop in one more round's time, they'll be dropping to the lower bracket, where they'll be placing Heretics.
I'm very excited for that one, because that could be a bit of a kind of a passing of the baton, if you will. See if Heretics can handle it yet. I'm not sure they will, but of course, happy to be proven wrong. Excited for that conversation when we get there. And Astralis FaZe as well, my goodness.
That should be a banger.
Would not be upset about that one. That's 2 very, very capable squads at similar peaks in their form. So now Dupree, he's just jiggling for info. He knows his presence underpass, and Glaive perfectly flashed and executed. That was all Jax.
Dupree has to stay here if Device wants to fight, so this is going to get very awkward for Astralis right now, who are stuck in limbo. Fortunately for them, G2, they think better of heading towards A. They're retooling, regrouping, getting ready for what I can only assume is a B execute. Flashes and the smoke, so it has to be a simple approach, nothing crazy. Contact might be on the cards. Oh, the flash missed. The flash missed.
Oh, and ZipX has got vision. He doesn't get a frag, though, and neither will Magisk. He's got 2 in before he goes down. Dupree adds a 3rd to the list. And that bomb needs to go down. Kenny's responsibility. Dupree in that heaven position. He's kind of locked in. Kenny can't hold it and plant, though, and so buying some time for that rotate. It's going to be all the way around the world from Device. He's coming in from T-Spawn. Bomb down. Hunter's actually going for the flank on towards Dupree. This frag is everything. Oh. He can't hit it. Kenny can. And now all onto Dupree. He's got 2 to find. Doesn't look very positive, especially with Hunter's flank. And now a stylish finish. He'll be able to tap away at the back of the head. We see another round of play. G2, thanks to Kenny S and Hunter, will find the 7th.
Pretty simple approach there. It wasn't anything crazy after that opening kill. Get the kill, fall back, hit the site. As a team, they know that the utility was pretty low, and they made it work with that contact. It is one where mid-round calling has to be one of the most difficult across all the maps because of how quickly you can lose territory. You have long, you go through toilets, they re-pick long. You're in toilets, you go to long, they push up toilets. So this map here, it could definitely send teams for a loop. Oh, Amanek is spotted. At least one. Gets at least one.
Traded, but Dupree, a big test for him, and Jax wasn't ready for it. That's the bomb delivered. His double kill could be a round winner. He's anticipating more, and he's going to get caught with nades in his hands. Kenny burns down to 14, and the frag from Device almost secures the round. There's no time for Hunter to retrieve that bomb and plant.
That's it. It's all done, I think, and it's going to be the 2-0 for Astralis. That kill confirms it. Device with a show-stopping performance there. That's for Astralis. They close things out at 16-7.